Hey guys, and welcome back to Duro 4x4. I'm excited to start our US series, starting with LA to Las Vegas, with a touch of Route 66 in there for good measure. Let's get into the video. So I've got a little Chev Malibu, and it's a zippy little car. It's got all the mod cons, but I keep going to the wrong door. I've had no problems driving. I've driven in America quite a few times, so I haven't had any problems with that really. Keep going for the seatbelt on the wrong side, but ultimately this is not a bad little car. It's a hire car. Well, I've made my way out of LA, landed this morning at about 6:30 a.m. I'm in Victorville. I visited here a couple of years ago. I like Victorville. Lots to explore here. A lot of trains going through here. They've got the double-decker containers. But this is also the start off the freeway of Route 66. So I thought I'll come here. I'm on my way through to Vegas to go to SEMA. But I thought I'll drop in here. I'm going to go to the Route 66 museum while I'm here. It's just up the road. And I was just approached by a couple of guys. It's a bit intimidating, but it's okay. Walking along with a reasonably expensive camera. But yeah, Victorville. So there's a boneyard here. Victorville is where our final Qantas Jumbo ended up. There's a old Air Force base here which you can explore. And there's a really big prison here as well. But the landscape is quite amazing around in this area. So Victorville is before Barstow out of LA. I'm going to stop at Barstow. So there's a diner there that I really like called Pinky's. So I'm going to go there and have a squiz. But this is going to be its own little video through to Vegas from LA. After exploring Victorville, it's worth travelling through to Barstow via the old Route 66. Lots of roadside attractions. Definitely worth having a look and travelling through to Barstow. Well, I've made my way here to the Route 66 museum here at Victorville, and there's some folks coming out now. So I've made my way here to the Route 66 museum at Victorville, and it's a little ripper. So I'll go inside and have a squiz. I've already been in, and it's pretty much a donation. So you put a donation into this box. I've had a US $20 note in my wallet for about 4 years, so I'll whack that in there. And they also make money off the purchases of t-shirts and cups and all the other merchandise, which I might buy a shirt while I'm here. And you write your name down in the book. But there's lots of stuff here to have a look at. And it's an old T-model over here. Lots of really cool stuff. They've set up in the corner here an old diner. So it's got the old Coke cups and pinball machine and jukebox. Pepsi Cola drink machine, but they've done this with the checkered floor and the whole lot. But there's heaps and heaps of stuff to look at here at the museum, so you should try and make your way here so you can get yourself a photo with the T model. We've got the Cheech and Chong type VW here, an old car. I'm not going to say I'm an expert on US history by any means. I'm an Aussie here visiting, so but I will give you a bit of a run around this little spot. The fella who greeted us is a real nice fella. He was saying twice he's been here for 16 years working, and twice he's had to clean out the Thunderbox. So some people don't learn. So as you can see, there's lots in here. This is something in Australia we'd look at as a Jayco J-Pod or a teardrop camper. There's a few of these floating around in Australia actually. Need to make a phone call, just find the right button and all the different phones. Jeez, look at that, a brick. I had one of those in another life. The old brick. So it's an interesting place, Victorville. I had a real good explore here a couple of years ago, 2019 I think. I went out to the Mojave Desert and had a look out there. The past the Edwards Air Force Base, went to Victorville, had a look at the boneyard there as well. and had a look around the old Air Force Base, which was really cool, in and around Victorville. So I've really enjoyed this area, so I thought I'll drop in here again and have a look. But there is so much Route 66 memorabilia in here, like it's huge. I like this sort of stuff. Route 66 has eluded me. I'm thinking of planning next year to fly into New York for a couple of days, get across to Chicago, start Route 66 off in Chicago, and then make our way across to here. But yeah, look at the amount of stuff in here, it's incredible. Old drive-in speakers, we had those in Australia as well. I'm looking forward to getting up to SEMA in the next couple of days. It will be good. But you can see the amount of memorabilia in here for Route 66. Roy Rogers. We've got a bit of that in Australia as well. Well, I just picked up another sticker, so I'm going to add it to my case. But I'm here at Victorville Route 66 Museum. So there's another sticker for the case. Alright, I'm going to head down the road now. I've had a look at this really good museum here at Victorville. I'm going to head down the road and have a look at the bottle farm, Peggy Sue's, have a look at the McDonald's in Barstow. And yeah, this is a really good little museum, so the people are super friendly. Bought some bits and pieces, a sticker from my case, and got the sun on me here, it's pretty bright. But yeah, Victorville, here's to Vegas. If you're driving up from LA going to Vegas, jump off the freeway. The freeway's massive and huge and visual on its own, but jump off the freeway around Victorville and join Route 66 and just have a little bit of a look and explore. I'm behind the cross-eyed cow here. They have live music, and along here there's just been lots of old businesses and things you can explore. And this is only a little tiny bit of Route 66. But I'm along the train line here. I've been seeing 2 or 3 trains now with the big double-decker carriages with double containers on them, 40-footers. But yeah, if you're cruising up to Vegas from LA, make sure you come along here and have a squiz, because it is pretty cool. Well, this map, pretty much says it all. So you start Route 66 down at Santa Monica, at the Santa Monica Pier, through Los Angeles. You actually bypass Vegas, and you travel across the country all the way up to Chicago, St. Louis, Chicago. Well, it's amazing what you find out here on Route 66, and this is an absolute ripper. I could walk around here for an hour and still be discovering things, I think, in here. This is crazy. Sewing machines. This old Willys Jeep. I saw one of the other American YouTubers I follow. I'm not sure if it was Adam the Woo or Scott on Tape or Jordan or Tampa J. I think one of them came through here actually, I remember. And yeah, I've just come across this accidentally, and I'm glad I have, because there's so much here. Old kerosene lanterns, we had those in Australia as well. Some old rakes. There's a lot of effort gone into this. This goes way, way, way back. Way, way back. You can see a train on top of a cage over it, which probably had animals or something. But it goes back a heck of a long way. It's pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. So from here I'm heading to Barstow, to the Macca's. The McDonald's there is not actually the first McDonald's. I thought it was the first McDonald's, but it's actually built of train carriages. So I think the original Macca's is at San Bernardino. I might try and do that on the way back on Saturday, but I've got a few things I want to do on Saturday. So you never know. But gee, there's a lot of stuff here. This is so cool. Like, just discovering stuff, you know. I've driven up and down to Vegas 3 or 4 times over the years, and I've never actually, apart from 2019, I went into Victorville on the other side where the boneyard is for the planes and whatever. But I actually thought I'll come in here, this direction, and have a look. And the lady at the Victorville Museum was really, really kind and gave us a lot of really cool information. So this was one of the things she said, drop in and have a look at. Now the gate had a chain on it, but not a lock, a hook. So as in Aussie tradition, we always close the gate and re-hook it up. So I'll do the same thing here. There's some other folks behind me here. They were at the museum with me. But this is so cool. There's another cash register over there. Corona bottles. There's a gun up there. Old pump. There's a tricycle up there. This is wicked. There's another typewriter. There's been a few typewriters. There's a boat down here full of bottles. That's a good day out fishing. I reckon that'll be a Lenny day out. It's an old train track. So there's no actual cost to do this. But obviously respect as usual. This is so cool. This is so cool. There's an old winch there. I'll have to whack that onto the new Ranger. More typewriters, and I'm back to the Jeep over here. I've got to keep looking up, because on top of each pole there's another typewriter there. There's like a bird box there. There's a wheel on that one there. There's a sewing machine up on top of that one there. Hubcaps over there. A fuel bowser. An oil bottle. So yeah, so this is not far from Barstow, between Victorville and Barstow. It's on the left hand side if you're travelling towards Barstow. And there's been a lot of things I could have stopped and looked at. But yeah, I'm a bit limited on time because I have to get the car back today. I'm dehiring it in Vegas. Well, this is crazy awesome. There's another gun up there, double barrel. Alright, well best I keep going, go to this Macca's. I want to do Peggy Sue's as well. And Buffalo's. I think I've walked around nearly all these. Jump in the Jeep and do some four-wheel driving. Hopefully next Saturday I'll see another Jeep out at the MASH set when I head in there to Malibu Creek next Saturday. That's one way of getting trucks off the road. They put the trailers on the trains. All double decker. So this is about the 4th train I've seen on this track today. So So they're actually putting trailers on the carriages, doubling up 40-foot containers. All right, enough of this. I better cruise off. I saw this train coming from a long distance away, and I couldn't help myself like a big kid. I went out to the fence and I did the whole hand in the air, toot toot sort of thing, and the driver obviously saw me and gave me a toot, which I felt was really cool. It was interesting to see how big this train really is close up and just standing there watching. Really cool, really, really cool. So I've just been driving through Barstow. This was a Macca's that I really was keen to have a look at. I was told a few years ago, probably 2009, that this was the original Macca's, but it actually isn't. But it's certainly renowned to be one of the more unusual Macca's. As you can see, the 3 train cars in there, and I'll go inside in a minute. Since I got off the plane, I haven't had a coffee or anything, and it's that was 6:30 this morning, and it's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll stop in here, but I'm going to go to Peggy Sue's, I think, for actual lunch. But yeah, this is Barstow. This is the Macca's here. Quite an unusual thing. I'll go inside the train carriages in a minute. But I'm having a ball. This is pretty cool. Well, just off the freeway to Vegas, you've got Peggy Sue's Diner. This is the 3rd or 4th time I've been here. This is the original one over this side here, but when we go around the front and actually go inside, you'll see it's massive inside. There's a lot of cars here, so I'm guessing it's pretty busy. There's like a park out the back here. I don't know whether it's mini golf or whatever, and some dinosaurs, and then you've got the freeway just here. Well, we'll go inside Peggy Sue's. First time I was here was 2009, and I brought my daughters here. It was really good, very authentic on the inside. So we'll see how it looks these days. Over the back here, behind Peggy Sue's, you've got a US military base. I just saw a truck with some heavy lifters on it. But in the background there, I won't be able to focus in, but there's a lot of tanks and a lot of armour over in the background there. So the fence just in front here, there's a big, sorry about that, there's a big US military base just behind here. But you can see a lot of tanks and stuff in the background there. But there's a big car park here, and it's a lot different to what it was the first time we come here. So we'll go inside and have a look. I'm going to eat. I need food. And we'll see how it all goes. I've driven this road quite a few times and never ever get sick of the landscape, the mountains, the desert mountains, the big trucks, and the speed. Most of the highway, I'm not at the moment, but most of this highway I've been sitting on 80, 90 kilometres an hour, 80 or 90 miles an hour to keep up with traffic. But there's quite a few trucks, so it's settling the speed down a little bit. But these mountains are beautiful. Still got a fair way to go. This is beautiful.
Nobody said it was fair. When love disappears, they can't pretend it was never there. The guy is drunk and his friends and he might hook up. Fast forward to the plan, pushing back.
As I've been travelling, I've come across some really big caravans and fifth wheelers. This guy here is no exception. He's a beauty. He's at a Brinkley, so it's a fifth wheeler. It's massive. Never heard of some of the brands. I did see some Coleman caravans earlier. Coleman's big here in caravans. Look at this landscape. I don't know whether the camera picks this up, what I'm seeing, but it's just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Such a vast country. A bit like Australia, similar in size. Incredible. Stay tuned for episode 2, where we visit the Victorville Boneyard and the old military base. We'll have a drive-through and a look-through and a walk-through of the old military base. That'll be in episode 2. If you like our stuff, please like and subscribe. It helps our small channel, and we'll see you next week.